Alright. One of the things I've always strived for. Striven for? Strived for? No. One of the things I've always tried to achieve with this channel is I'd like for my videos to age really well. You know what I mean? Like, I want the things I say to age really well. If I'm making a prediction, I would like it to be something that'll actually come true. You know what I mean? Like, I want my videos to not make me look stupid over time. And I get a lot of times people will, you know, see old videos and stuff like that, and they'll be like, this video aged really well, you know. But the whole situation with Iran, I think my perspective on it has aged very well. And I think everybody else's perspective on it has aged very fucking poorly. Right now, for those of you who may not know, Iran is having a whole lot of problems with its citizenry. They've taken to the streets, they're protesting. They're chanting things like, death to the dictator. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Not death to America for once. Fucking crazy, right? They're saying things like, they've lied to us, they're lying to us, and we're done with that shit. Now, here's the thing. It's true. Iran has been lying to its people for a very long time. They blame us for everything. Every time they kill a whole bunch of people, they go, oh, it's because of the Americans, right? Now, I knew this was going to be coming. I did. Because Donald Trump was putting the sanctions on. I know what that means. A lot of people apparently don't. So the country was becoming poorer and poorer and poorer. It was more and more difficult for them to make money. Now imagine, you know, if you were poor, I imagine you can figure out what that would kind of look like and be like. If you were very, very, very poor, it would look pretty bad. But if the government is poor all of a sudden, shit gets really bad really fast and for everybody. Right? Like, you can be poor and other people can still be fine. The government poor, everybody's fucked. So Donald Trump made their government very fucking poor. He sanctioned the shit out of them, which pissed them off. And they decided they were going to try the same thing that they have been trying for decades and that has been working. They threatened us, they attacked us, they launched missiles, they killed people, and every time in the past, whenever they've done that, like an extraordinarily bad parent, our president goes, okay, fine, we'll give you whatever you want, just please don't hurt any more people. Donald Trump's like, look man, you can hurt all the people you want, that's just going to make you look more and more like the asshole. I'm doing this because you guys are fucks, and so long as you guys are willing to be fucks, I'm willing to just break your economy. Right? This is what the strongest country in the world should look like when it does things. We should not just be throwing bombs at people. We shouldn't. Fuck no. No. We crush you economically until your people get really pissed off with you, and then you have to decide, well, we can keep what we're doing, but that's going to lead to us being hung and then burned in the street. Or we can change and maybe things will get better. Right? Now these people aren't going to change. They're going to ride it out until they're hung and burned in the street. The Ayatollah and all these motherfuckers, they will literally try and hang on to the reins of power until they are literally killed by their own populace. Like that, I just don't see them going easily. They might try to fuck around with some diplomatic shit. They might try to make some sort of deal that they'll then go back on later on, like they've done so many times in the past. Maybe they'll try and, you know, do something just to placate Donald Trump. Maybe they'll take the American tactic for the next, you know, year to 5 years, and they'll just placate us and say, okay, well, we'll do whatever you want. And then the next pussy that gets voted in, they'll just walk all over that motherfucker and everything will be undone, right? But they're really not in a good place economically. And I said, man, it isn't going to take much to really piss these people off. And they were protesting like a month or two ago. The people in Iran were getting pissed off and they were protesting the government and stuff like that. The government spun it and said, oh, no, they're protesting America. But no, they weren't. So, and all that horse shit about the Suleiman guy, or whatever the fuck his name was, all that dumb shit with all those people that were upset and all these protests and everybody hates America and blah, blah, blah. Now, those military people are dressed up like civilians. That was all staged. That was all bullshit. You want to know how that's true? Because now the actual citizenry is screaming death to the dictator in the streets and have been for days. Right? Fucking Donald Trump is tweeting support to them in fucking Farsi, for crying out loud. Which, some of you, especially retarded people out there, might think that I'm an asshole for saying that I'm fine with Donald Trump tweeting out support for the Iranians in Farsi when I flip my fucking shit over whoever the fuck it was. Two assholes, I don't even remember their names anymore. Two dumb motherfuckers that were speaking Spanish at the Democratic debate. Well, it's two very different situations. One person is trying to pander to non-citizens to get elected. The other situation is a president showing support for foreign peoples in a language that perhaps they might be able to read. Now, if he's using Google Translate, I gotta tell you, President Trump, they didn't understand probably half of that shit, but they might have gotten the message across. You at least tried to do it in Farsi. Hopefully Google Translate didn't say you said anything too offensive. Google Translate sucks a dick. So, just saying. I don't know. I hope you got somebody who actually speaks, actually writes Farsi to, do that. But nevertheless. Now, why are the Iranians so pissed off? Well, because, you see, as it turns out, they shot down that plane. Their government shot down that plane full of Iranian people. It was a lot of Iranians, some Ukrainians, and some Iranian-Canadian dual citizens. I don't know if the Ukrainians were dual citizens or not, but they said that all the Canadian people were Iranian or Canadian dual citizens. I don't know. Bunch of Canadians, bunch of Ukrainians, bunch of Iranians. All shut down on that plane. So now the people are wicked fucking pissed because they're like, look, man, we don't care when you shoot down American planes and kill a bunch of American people. That's fine. But don't you dare fucking kill our people. What the fuck is wrong with you? So now they're wicked pissed. And I'm sure we have nothing to do with those little protests going on right now. I'm sure that there wasn't any sort of action by anybody on the ground over there that might have pushed that in a little direction. But hey, so nevertheless, here we are, right? Everybody was saying for days and days and days after Soleimani got fucking killed that, the Iranians, man, this is going to unite them as a people and this is going to make them really want to come after us even more, and it's going to be, they're just going to hate us that much more, and they're going to hurt us. They're going to threaten us more, which hurts us. No, just bend over and take it. Please, Mr. President, no, just bend over and take it from them. They'll threaten you, and that's scary. Oh, well. Apparently the bend over and take it tactic doesn't work as the fuck you, be normal tactic. Who'da thunk? Right? Who'da thunk that if only you'd stand up to a bully, you'd find out they're really pussies? Who'da thunk that the fucking after-school special that I watched when I was 11 applies to national politics? But hey, go figure.